Fill me up, fool.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Maple out here, man. And we're on the one, the only, the infamous back alley where we started it all, where we came up with the whole name for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get another backstory to this area, it's the alley that's closest to mine and where Jonathan used to live. And David used to live down the street pretty much. So
Yeah.
anytime we're just kicking it, being little hooligans, we'd come over here to the alley, just post up. We always have our friends come over and shit, have a little block party essentially. And if we're lucky, no cops will come through. But sometimes, you know, cops will be like, oh, just go home type shit.
You know, I'm surprised we never thought of like bringing like a grill out here
Grill?
and like doing like a little fucking
Yeah,
asada
because we
and
live
shit.
close by, we can just grill at our house.
What if we do like a?
I guess that's true.
We do like a live stream, like right here in the alley.
Yeah, I mean, if the Wi-Fi is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're bringing you guys back to the alley, which is essentially our roots. We felt like it was a little fun play on. I don't know if you guys heard that car turn on, but this is one of the little hiccups we're going to be dealing with doing this here. So we're going to give this a couple tries, see how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely want to bring you guys to where we, you know, we'll just come kick back and just talk
Yeah.
and just hang out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so I guess while we're on this topic or like based around the alley, what was your guys' favorite memory here? Like, what was your guys' favorite memory being in this alley?
You know, one of my favorite memories is not actually even a good memory. It was a time when we were out here and we were partying up with a trap church. I had a tank with him, and what ended up happening was the cops ended up pulling up and like basically like seeing like, I guess these people behind us right here,
Yeah.
they thought that we were like they thought we were tagging, because you know how the balloons, they sound.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, he thought we were tagging. He thought we tagged something. I'm like, no, like we didn't tag that shit. Like somebody else did. We were just like, he's like, I don't give a fuck what you guys are doing. And anyway, we all ended up getting fucked up, and then like a little altercation happened, and that pretty much ended the night. I remember that. But I was like, that's one of my favorite memories. I don't know why. Like it just pops in my mind like half the time.
That mine was also similar. I think it was like.
It was probably the same night.
Was it after was it on Michael's birthday?
Yeah, and he threw
Oh
up.
yeah. Same night. That night was lit.
It was the same night.
Yeah, it was a lit night.
Yeah, we used to get lit back here, bro. Like throwing up, fighting, like it was all kinds of stuff.
My favorite memory wasn't even really like us hanging out. So like it was more of a memory where after school, how the bus drop was off right here.
Yeah.
And there was a fight pretty much scheduled to go down right here. And that was with Charlie and what's this fool's name that was right here? The big fool?
You talking about I thought you were talking about Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham.
It was Abraham?
Yeah, Abraham and Charlie, bro. And
That's
I mean,
dumb.
bro, if you know Charlie, he's smaller and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So Abraham beat the crap out of him, but that was my favorite memory just because, like, I just remember those hard-hitting punches, you know, and I felt bad for the guy, but at the same time, you know,
And they always ended up against the wall.
yeah.
Like they always ended up like all these fights are pushing up against the wall. I'm like, bro, we just using the environment now? What the fuck?
That's low-key the scary part, bro. Like, you see all these, I don't know if you guys see these videos on YouTube, but there's like kids getting like now they just straight go for the toss.
Oh yeah,
God.
why
And
is that the go-to move now?
I don't know, bro. And like I be seeing so many kids like seizuring up.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, I seen this one where it's like this kid. It was like some Florida school. It's like it was like a whole ass little riot happening, but it was like mainly these dudes two fighting, and that fool drops him like that, and then he goes in for the second punch and kicks him in the face.
Oh yeah.
And I think he ended up dying.
Yeah, I've seen
I
a
was
lot
like,
of those
"Aw,
too. The
damn."
stomp on the face.
Yeah, what did stomp y'all on the face become cool, man? Because that wasn't always a thing, man.
I don't know how people can just like kill people like that. Like that kills a lot of people.
Yeah.
How come more people? I would much rather more people just kick someone in the balls.
Yeah.
Or
you
the
know?
ass or something. You know?
Yeah, like do that. Like don't kick anybody in the face. Like
Yeah.
hurt his future, not his present. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
sure, just not fight at all, you know?
Nah, fuck that. Because I mean, the truth is, you're gonna fight. You're gonna get into a couple fights. Have you gotten an altercation, Migs?
No, never. I mean, I've said this before. I've
You
never.
want to get one right now, Phil?
Nah.
All right then.
I'll never fight that.
We should jump you into Maple League.
Oh, like we're a game. We start tagging and shit.
Yeah.
We cross out these foods and put it.
Maybe, well, yeah, that's crazy.
MA.
Nah, but
Man.
yeah, dude, like I've seen so many kids just getting fucking killed, dude, and I don't know, man. I'm just happy that didn't happen to Charlie, because God knows how bad that shit could have gone down.
Yeah.
That was like a.
David
Have you ever
Goliath.
seen someone? One time I was watching a fight on the internet, and it was like these two kids in the bathroom. One was fat, one was skinny, and it was the opposite, bro. The skinny fool tried to pick the fat fool up, but he gave up like midway. And the fucking fat guy the fat kid fell on top of him. So he picked him up, and his legs started going like this. and it fucking went, and it fell back on him. I was like, no way, bro. Well, I'm glad I never tried that fucking move, bro.
That's hilarious.
I knew better.
I
I
seen
knew
some
never
dude
tried
hit his
it.
head on the urinal.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Ooh,
too.
yeah.
I slept in the bathroom when I went bodies.
Yeah.
I slept in the bathroom. It was Alder Middle School.
That's why low key
I slipped on some piss.
getting in fights nowadays is scary, bro. I don't know if you guys would do it, but like, I feel like I only do it if it calls for it. Truly,
You know what's fucking scary? Getting older, is jumping.
jumping. Too,
Jumping
yeah.
is getting scary.
Or just the
bro.
act of jumping.
The act of
Yeah,
jumping.
low
Like,
key, no bullshit.
sometimes, like, I'll practice jumping to be ready for when I have to jump.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared, like, when things just don't feel as stable anymore.
Mhm.
And it maybe has to do with my fat ass weight. But for the most part, I just don't feel like stable on certain structures. I'm like, my knees, I don't trust my knees.
You know, this whole time I thought you were talking about like jumping people.
No. No, yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about. We
Nah.
should jump more people, bro.
I'm not worried about jumping, but one thing I noticed is when I walk too much, my shins, they hurt. Like they start to burn.
You got shin splints,
Shin
buddy.
splints, bro. I'm like guilty of that when it comes to like being on the treadmill or just like running or jogging. Like I get a lot of the shin splints, bro. Like easy.
That's how I feel on my left leg. Only on my left leg, only when like I'm like doing like a weird step and I can literally start to feel it right here. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you guys feel like any of your limbs are gonna go out first? Like
My back.
your back.
My back for sure.
My back for sure. My lower back. Oh, fuck, bro. My lower back. I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's the worst part about Disneyland, bro. Is like you're waiting
Yeah.
in lines all day and just like trying to
Fuck
stand up
that.
straight.
I'm laying down. I don't give a fuck. I'll lay down. I'll probably take one of those little inflatable bullshits. The little inflatable chairs.
I asked
yeah.
Kitty, I was like, do you think you could bring those here? She said, I don't think so. Like, they'll probably kick you out or like tell you, like, put it away.
That's why I like that new ride. It's called Rise of Resistance, which is the Star Wars one. Because there's literally seats the entire time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't they just craft more fucking rides that way?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, why the fuck do I have to stand an hour and a half for what's that shit called? Space Mountain. Like,
That's
put
crazy,
some
bro.
fucking seats, bro.
The fact that Space Mountain always had a line, it doesn't matter if it's opening or closing. I remember we're there literally like at 6:30, bro, and there's already like talk about 40-minute wait time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hell no.
Now,
I'm doing that
when
fast
I
lane
went with
bullshit.
my mom and Andrea, like I don't think we've ever waited because obviously, like
Space Mountain?
No, I actually avoided Space Mountain and like just
Oh.
like the roller coasters. One because my mom, and then two is just like I don't want to wait in line.
Bro, you said roller coasters is like there's fucking 10 roller coasters.
All right,
at
there's like
Disneyland.
3.
Yeah, and then, I don't know. Like, it's just once you've done it once, you've done it all type shit.
There's the Matterhorn, and then what else? There's another one, no?
Space Mountain.
Mountain.
There's Thunder
Matterhorn,
Mountain.
And that old one. The wood one?
Yeah, that one's the Matterhorn.
No.
Okay, when
The other
there's
one, it's like
Rolling
it's
Thunder
like
or some shit
short.
like that.
Probably Rolling Thunder, probably. I think it is that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's fun.
That one's fun. I think that's my favorite of the 3. No, Space Mountain used to be my favorite. But when I went on the last 2 times, I was like, wait, how did I like this so much?
When was the last time you went to California Adventure?
Oh, I go every time. That's,
Oh, yeah?
That's the one we stay at like 80% of the
Is
time.
it done? Like, are they done working on it?
No,
I remember
they're-
they emptied out that whole fucking riverbed and shit. Like, that whole thing that went over the Incredicoaster.
I think it's always going to be evolving.
Dude, that's probably like the best ride there, the Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster is the best.
It's just so short.
And then the
Yeah.
Guardians one. Guardians.
Nah, I like Cars, though. Cars is
Cars is
lit.
lit. That was like my mom's favorite
That's
one.
the thing though. Are they really that great, or is it just like the fact that Disney doesn't have any high like adrenaline rush rides like that that makes it so?
What about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians is sick. I love Guardians.
That one, those are the rides I don't like, surprisingly.
I don't like those either.
I don't like those
I don't
type either.
I don't like the feeling on how it feels in my balls.
Remember when we went to Six Flags for a grad night and we both stayed back while Jonathan and them got on the
Yeah.
Drop of Doom and we were just like, nah.
Nah.
It was fucking, bro. That shit was leaning
no.
like this, bro. I was like,
Not
nah, I'm
even
cool,
that,
like-
bro. Well, you know what happened? As soon as we got off and we went to like somewhere else, we saw up there they were stuck for like fucking an hour at least up there.
Yeah.
They couldn't get them down. I'm like, that's fucking scary.
That's
Like
the
at least
thing.
on a roller coaster, you're not gonna get stuck upside down or something. Like you're probably just gonna get stuck like, it's like propelling motion, perpetual motion. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Six Flags is the one park that always has like rides down. Always.
Some kid died from X2.
Oh, for real?
That's
Is that why
he
they
went
closed
on
it?
Yeah, and he couldn't handle I don't know what it was. He said he was feeling sick.
Oh, his head, huh? Like
Yeah,
head
and then-
motion, something like that.
Yeah, so he got off the ride, and that fool was like, he was good, but he was kind of like, I don't feel too good. So he collapsed there. They took him to the hospital. He died like 2 days later.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is all stuff we talk about in Maple Alley.
You know, sometimes that happens when you have like some type of hard hitting situation happen to you. Sometimes you don't die right away. It's always like when you go and you go and comfort yourself. That's when you die. Same thing with dogs. But
I mean, so that's kind of like when like people say like when people get concussions, like they try not to let them fall asleep
Concussion.
because you know that could happen. Like it could be a severe thing, and falling asleep ends up being dying.
That's
Yeah,
my biggest fear, bro, because I've hit my head hard as fuck. Where I'm like, I see stars and shit.
Deadass,
like,
bro.
Like, my trunk is my worst enemy. Bro, deadass. You know how many times I've underestimated the height of the trunk, the lid?
Yeah.
I just go
you ever hit your
full
head
speed.
You ever hit your head on fucking bunk beds?
That shit hurts
I hit
too.
my head on fucking wood one at a cabin. I went boom. Oh, I was like, oh my god. And then like
That shit hurts, bro.
I don't think anything hurts most though when you get hit on the top.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was so obviously I'm like tall, I'm like 6 feet even, and I got hit with like a light, not like a signpost, like walking into like some event. But this is when I was in high school, and I thought it was tall enough. No, I thought it was short enough to go in there, but I was literally the perfect height to where I took a step and I hit the very top of the signpost, or like the bottom, like the bottom hit the top, and I was like,
Oh, you got cooked, bro. I remember we were walking. It was me, my girl, and her cousin. Her cousin's tall. Her cousin's like 5'8", 5'9".
yeah,
She's tall for a girl, you know? And she's wearing boots on top of that. So she's probably like 6 feet in these boots. And it was back in Escape, and we had to like walk through the fucking like 6 different parking lots in like a field, right?
Yeah.
We go through this sketchy ass field, and everybody's going that way, so we're like, fuck, we'll go that way. And there's like a little hole between like the bar fences, right? Like there's like some pieces of the bars taken off. So like we step through, and I go through, and my girl goes through, and all of a sudden I hear, bing! Tall ass. She didn't see the fucking top. She thought the whole thing was just open at the top. So she just hit I just hear, oh! We had to stop. We're like, are you all right? She's like, I'm fine. Like, and we're like, all right, well, just chill out for a little bit, all right? Because you hit your head kind of hard. She was like, no, I'm good. I just need a beer and I'll be fine.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever hit your head so hard do you start seeing stars?
Yeah,
I think only one time, but it was like. So when you say stars, is it like so? Is it kind of like that?
It's that flash.
Is that flashing?
Yeah.
I've seen it. Like I see. You know when I see it most though is when I rub my hands like in the shower.
Yeah.
Or rub my eyes in the shower. And then
Oh, that's
when
just
I
going
see
into a different galaxy. That's just going on another world.
it. Yeah.
I am not a
But I've hit my head where I feel disoriented after. Like I'm like, when I for PLP,
Yeah.
when I crushed the Red Bull can, I did not feel good for like that whole day.
You're stupid, bro. I don't know.
I didn't, because I always thought it was supposed to be like you're supposed to do it with the brute force, but I didn't know people squeeze the middle and then you're supposed to do it, which is dumb either way.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've been working out, you know?
You literally made yourself like.
I concussed myself, bro. I wasn't talking normal for like a good, I want to say like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking. I felt my tongue and it feels stiff, like it wouldn't drop all the way.
Ooh.
I remember when you were like, ow.
Dead ass.
Ow. You probably
I don't even
bugged
remember
out.
saying ow. That's how much it got me.
Crazy, man. So that was like, well, why did you do that? Did you plan that out, or was that kind of like your intuition, just like you had like your in what is it, intuitive thoughts, or what is it called?
My
Intrusive thoughts.
intrusive thoughts. I don't know. You know what? That's how much it fucked me up. I can't even remember why. I couldn't remember why. I was watching the footage, and I don't remember a little piece of the beginning of, like probably like 3 minutes out from when I did that. I don't remember that part, and I'm like, I wonder what was going through my head. I can't remember it.
So
That's the crazy part.
Has there been like a stupid situation where you try to impress like a girl and you like regret that shit? Then like you made yourself feel stupid or dumb,
Plus every day of my life, dog.
or maybe not even just a girl, maybe like friends. You want to fit in somewhere, you just feel like, oh, why did I do that?
Damn. I'm trying to think. I know for sure I have. I'm not even gonna lie. I have. I think everybody has.
Yeah.
But I for sure have, and it's like it feels like everyone's staring at you all at once, you know? And no one's looking at you. But it feels like you could feel the stare. Like it's so weird.
I kind of relate to that because sometimes, you know, like when you were a youngster, you hang out with someone older than you, you kind of try to be a little nonchalant or like
Yeah.
cool about it.
Yeah.
And then like but you know, like
yeah, I eat pussy every day.
you know,
Just
deep
makes you
down
smell.
inside, you do it because like you kind of look up to that person, or like you have a certain level of respect for them.
Yeah.
I sometimes when I talk to people younger than me, and like there's like that awkward where I can tell they're being like almost like a yes man, or like kind of like
Yeah.
they
Like
don't
they
want to go,
understand.
they don't want to push back against my word. I feel
Ah.
that awkwardness. I feel that awkwardness on the inside, where I'm just like,
You're
is
unk.
this that moment right now where it's like they're, you know,
For them,
yeah,
where they're gonna reflect later and be like, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I catch myself thinking about that a lot. Like whenever I'm talking to someone younger than me.
I remember one time I was in PE, and this was like 7th grade, and we all, you know how you all stand outside because they want to cook you, like from the sun right before you fucking work out.
Oh,
So we're
yeah.
sitting right
Like
there
we're
in the
doing right now.
fucking gravel, and some guys like, hey, like showing it to the other homie. It's like, hey, like I got this. I'm like, oh yeah, like I was like, what do you got right there, bro? He's like, nah, it's just like I got some blood on me. And I was like, oh yeah, like you got some blood on you? And I was like, I didn't even fucking, I had never seen weed in my life to that point.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, like you want to smell it? I was like, all right. And I didn't know anything about weed. And so he lets me smell it, and I was like, that shit's bong. That shit's some stress. And I was like, he's like, what the fuck? This is kush, bro. You don't know you. I was like, nah, bro, that's stress. And he was like, how you gonna tell me, fool? And you know when you're so deep, now you gotta pretend.
You just gotta
that
go
You
in.
gotta go all the way in.
Yeah.
I was like, fool, I know my stress, bro. I've been smoking for a minute, dog. I was like, oh yeah? He's like, well, fucking go smoke some right now. I was like, nah, fool, I don't wanna go smoke some right now. But in my head, I knew it was a lie. So like, even though I never got coughed out, I think about that moment like, damn, like, thank God I never got tested like that.
Yeah.
Cause I wouldn't even known how to smoke that shit, bro. My fucking little ass thumbs on the lighter, this shit wouldn't even I wouldn't even be able to use it.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because sometimes you do get caught up in lies and shit, and it's just like, fuck, why did I say that? But I think more for me is like, I hate like when I think this was probably like 2nd grade, 3rd grade. You know, like graffiti was a lot more popping back then, so like the youngsters were more into that and shit. Like they would be good at drawing, good at graffiti. And then me, I'll try to act like I'm cool or like good at it too, knowing damn well like I don't even like this shit. I'm just like, oh, my homies are doing it, and like we're kind of like in the skater group.
Yeah.
And so like they were leaning more towards that and like doing like weed already and shit. I'm just like, nah. So that's kind of like the first like internal realization where I'm just like, man, I don't even know if I really like hanging out with these fools, because they're leaning towards that, and they would always shit on me about my WWE shit. I'm just like, man, fuck you. You know, I don't even.
You don't like to have fun. You don't like to watch shit.
You don't like to see, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That ass. I remember being embarrassed to tell people I like Dragon Ball Z. Like there was like a because it wasn't cool.
Because it was not cool back then, bro.
It was not, bro.
If you were watching any kind of like cartoons or anime,
Yeah.
you were getting clowned on.
I used to play with toys, bro, up until like 7th, 8th grade, bro. Like play with
Crazy.
toys, like
Yeah.
just chilling and shit, you know.
not
But-
even me.
But that's what I'm saying though, and I'm like, that's just kind of weird. I'm like, bro, like I would have got made fun of for doing this shit, but now it's like a little weeb's hobby and shit.
Yeah,
By the way, fuck all you little weebs out there. Bro.
Yeah, all your Funko Pops.
your little knickknacks.
I can't even have my shit anyway. It's just fucking, they're all in boxes right now.
I like
Yeah,
keeping
bro.
boxes.
I have mine in my storage, but I only have like 3, which are like the Tekken characters and like,
Ah,
the Eddie Guerrero one, and I
Yeah.
feel like I have one more missing, but Spider-Man, I think.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever's.
Hey, I was gonna tell you, me and him were talking, how, when someone sneezes, like what's your protocol with that?
When someone sneezes,
Yeah,
I just say, bless you.
you say it every single time they sneeze.
Every single time, bro. Well, no.
So if they sneeze once,
No,
twice,
no.
you're going bless you, bless you,
Bless you, and then the third one is when it gets to the fuck you point. Literally.
All right. No, I guess. I mean, you're nicer than me because I told him, I'm like, I wait till you're done sneezing for sure.
I do that with Kitty only, because I know her.
Because you're fed up with her.
I just know like her usual sneeze is like 3 to 4.
Damn,
So-
3 to 4?
And sometimes when it
She's
gets
dying, bro.
That's why like sometimes it goes even more, bro. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I give up with the bless yous on her.
No,
That's crazy.
you're blessed because she's blessed already, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
She's already blessed.
Yeah.
Nah, me, I told him like I wait like at least twice, wait for 2 sneezes, and then if I see him cock back, then I don't even do the bless you until the 3rd.
I'm a big one-timer sneezer.
I just told us I've never heard anybody just one off a sneeze.
I'm always the one off.
Actually, you know what? He is, cause like, but he does like, it's like fucking huge. Right? It's almost obnoxious, low key.
Like,
And I'm like, all right, bro, chill out.
and bro, I swear to you,
Calling a sneeze obnoxious is crazy.
I swear to you, I used to sneeze loud like that on purpose. And it just became like the normal now. Like now I try to hold back and it doesn't work, bro. Like
You're like that guy when
Hey.
he changed his voice to be Elvis,
I tricked myself.
and
yeah.
he can't. Now he can't have a regular voice.
Hey, is your laugh now the same as back then?
I don't know, bro. One
Oh,
thing,
no, my
I
laugh
feel
changed.
like I have a noticeable laugh now, but back then I don't think I had like a real like laugh out loud noticeable laugh. Because I didn't really laugh out loud back then, I don't think. And now I'm always like,
You never-
I'm always like that, bro.
You never LOL.
I don't think so, bro. Like, can you really think of a moment I laughed my ass off like when we were younger?
You know, not from sound, but I've seen you do it. Like when Johnny broke his ankle. That one was like you were like, I could tell, but you were hiding the fact you wanted to laugh.
Yeah, I think I was hiding my laugh that time. Because when
Yeah.
I think of that
But
video,
you
all
do
I-
that a lot though. You hide your laugh.
that's what I'm saying. Back then, I would hide it a lot, but not like, oh, I'm self-conscious of it, but more so just like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't loud back then or something.
Yeah.
My life has evolved crazy.
Mine too.
I have different laughs.
Yeah.
I have different laughs with different groups of people. It's crazy.
I just have that one laugh now, and it's loud and annoying, I think.
Nah, you have this like, you have this one laugh, bro. It's like,
That's
but
part of
it's,
the quality,
but
bro.
it's one like, it's like, some just fucking cracked you up, but you didn't expect it coming, because it's like almost like,
Yeah,
it's like, but it's like that.
You're awkward in your laugh.
No, it's because it's such a like,
Your laugh had a
it's
laugh?
a very distinct laugh than his normal laugh, but I know it's like something he found super funny.
it's always
But
like, ha ha,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
it got off guard so good. I was like, all right, and then because it's funny, everyone's laughing about it.
Nah.
It makes us laugh. I know it's like I feel like his jaws lock up. He's like,
He's like, you digging shit?
yeah. And then yeah, for sure, David. Like I think you have like 10 different laughs. bro.
I do. I think it depends on, for one, it depends on the crowd, and it depends on like the crowd I'm with, like the people, and two, it depends on how funny it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause if it's like I'll have those fucking
The wheezy one.
yeah, but then I also have the fucking the high pitched fucking. Me and Lalo kind of have the same laugh a little bit, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like like type shit, you know?
I feel like that's Lalo's like 80% of the time though.
No, yeah, that's him for sure. But I don't know.
Him and
I,
his sisters have the same fucking laughs.
I come to the point where I wonder, like, did I just hear him do it, and then I thought I like that laugh, and I'm just gonna do it too?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, did I adopt that laugh?
Yeah.
I might
Sometimes
have.
that
I don't even
happens.
know what my original laugh would sound like.
Yeah. Sometimes I think about that too, bro. It's like we all share like terminology, sense of humor, and I don't really carry that into other groups. And when every now and then I'll slip it up, and I'll be like, "Nah, shut the fuck up." No one even realized what the fuck you just did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'll do it at
That's
work,
crazy.
and I don't get the same reaction. And I'm just like, yeah.
But I'm like, that shit was funny too. Sometimes that happens to me, like at work, and I'm like, bro, like you do not realize how gracious you are about my presence right now.
Yeah.
With this laugh, and
Do you know who you're sitting in
Yeah,
front of right now?
And when someone else says something and it's like not even that funny, and everyone just breaks out laughing, I'm like, oh, so I look at them sideways. I'm like, oh, so that's your level. That's
Yeah.
your level of humor,
Yeah.
little bitch ass. Like,
That's why I don't like making new friends nowadays. Like
no for him.
when they come natural, that's how you know. Like, all right, these are the people.
Yeah.
It's just like it's almost like a instant. Like it just takes one day to figure that out, and then like, I don't know, just being surrounded by other people and like you could tell they're trying to have a conversation with you, and you're just like very short with it.
right.
Like I don't know, I feel like that I give that off more nowadays.
Mm.
But I think it's more so like in like the work area, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like out in public, I still try to like kind of be loose with it and like not so serious. But I don't know. I'm starting to think like maybe I'm becoming a grouch a little bit, low-key.
No, man, bro. Like, we have so much time spent in a day just towards other shit. I mean, if we aren't doing the Maple Alley shit, like we
Yeah.
barely have time to hang out with our own homies. So we
Yeah.
cherish that. So how do you expect us to even hang out with like even adding more people into that picture or even more friends? And if it comes, then awesome, cool. But I'm not actively looking to try to make new friends. I'm cool with what I got right now.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
circle stopped growing. I'm like, I actually, to the point where I've seen people try to become like in our circle fringe, you know?
There's been people
And-
over the years I've tried.
And I'm kind of
I
like
ain't gonna lie.
standoffish with them. I'm kind of like, well, we could talk, have a cool conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm not flocking to you to have anything further than this relate with what you're here
It's
for.
like stay in your tier, my boy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro. If you don't have Maple Alley Plus, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
But I feel like even group chats, like I'm not saying they're dead, but they're definitely not as like.
No,
It's not really anything worse, you know?
I could attest because ours used to be so active. We were just random roast sessions on a fucking Tuesday,
All day.
all day, and then that shit it just die out, and then for 2 days, and then hey, y'all see that new shit?
That's why when we do have like a random roast session, like I cherish those moments.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Because those are like my favorite times. Like I feel like that's my time to shine. I feel like I'm pretty good at roasting. I'm not like the funny one in the group, but I'm more like the roaster.
When I was depressed, I used to go back and read them.
Dude, I'm so butthurt I didn't start with iPhone because, or at least I started iPhone as late as I did because there are so many like just messages and stuff like we had over the years that I just don't have because it's on my old phone and it's like a natural piece of shit.
There's some master ass roasts on that. Roast sessions on those phones.
There's some good roast sessions on there.
Yeah.
I'm also, what I noticed too is like, especially maybe because of the internet as well as probably played a part, I'm also desensitized to a lot of humor. Where I could see something and it's genuinely funny and I won't laugh at it.
I'm tired of fools dying on my fucking timeline on X, bro.
Hey, what do you watch?
Yeah.
On X.
Oh, you know what though? If you don't follow anybody on X, nothing but like dying videos, like people dying and shit and fights. That's all you see on Twitter
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
X. My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like, well, I don't know what's up with that X.
What pisses
algorithm,
me
bro.
off is like it's some like random video and I'll go in the replies and it's some like I don't know how these OnlyFans girls are doing like this bot shit, but it'll
relates.
relate to the topic or like some fool die and they fall out
Oh,
of
that was bomb, just like my pussy.
yeah, and it's like it's a link.
Square,
Yeah, and
click
I'm
the story.
and it's like a bunch of them. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of bot program is this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. These bots are getting smart.
I still don't even understand how the bot programs work. Like, what is? I don't get it. Like, what do you mean? It's just a bunch of fake account. Like, I understand the concept of bots because we all know what bots are, but like, how does it work? Like, how do they make that happen?
Like, where do you go to sign up? You
Yeah,
want a
like, do
bot?
I
Is
make?
that what you're
Because
trying
I'm
to
gonna
say?
make some bots, bro, for us. Look,
Yeah.
and a bunch of Maple Alley under the comments.
Well, here,
Go squeeze this pussy. Like,
well, here's the first thing. Have you ever even Googled this? Like,
no.
exactly, that's the problem. Because
Oh.
I remember, like, there's been, what was it? I forget what it was, but recently I was just like, you know what? I always like wonder this thing, but let me try Googling it finally. And I Google it. It's so fucking easy, bro, to figure it out. It's literally the first fucking link. And I already found out my question I had for all these years. So if you try Googling it, maybe you'll find out how to make a bot.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna make hella bots, bro. That ass. I'm just popping like in Singapore and shit.
Singapore.
Singapore loves Infinite Dreams. I'm going on tour.
And that's the key thing to look out for if you're trying to suspect bots. Is like if they only comment like emojis or if they just fucking,
Yeah.
you know, or is there pictures?
Well, also I do that too when I'm supportive and I just don't want to say anything.
That's that lazy support right there.
It's not lazy support. It's just sometimes I don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like what am I supposed to say to
Fire
like,
in words.
oh, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like do it. I'm just saying like I'm answering your question.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I read somewhere that if you really want like that support to make a difference, you have to put in like 3 words or something like that. 3 words,
Oh.
and it'll actually affect the algorithm where it'll start popping up in other people's feed because it has active engagement.
From now on, that's what I'm gonna put. Here's 3 words. And then that's gonna be the comment right there.
For
Support.
real, bro. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Because there's still gotta be like an automatic. Because you think about it, if it's 3 words, cool, thank you. Those are all like 1, 2 words type sentences.
Yeah.
So from now on, if you're gonna support us, just put underneath. Here's 3 words. Fuck it. Just give us some support.
While we're on the topic of support, like how do you guys feel like our support has grown throughout the years? Like, you know, like in high school, I don't know, it's hard to say because we did have a group of people that fucked with the shit we did, but
Yeah.
I feel a majority of people we grew up with, like they were kind of just like they're just doing their little thing, you know, their little
Yeah.
kid shit. But I feel like throughout
including
the years,
everything or just Maple Alley?
everything like your music, PLP, of course Maple Alley, Wolf Logic, like I feel like the IE growing on social media has made a bit of a difference on our personal growth because people are kind of starting to get more respect for where we're from now a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like Fuerza Regida for sure like changed that a little bit.
Yeah, I think everyone, because you know what it was? I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of jealousy at first, bro. Like, a lot of people were like, I need to be the one who makes it, so that way I bring up everybody else with me, you
Yeah.
know? And with Wildest style, that's why it's a good thing that just random food like in their own lane popped off, because if it was a rapper that did it, you wouldn't hear the end of it, like of, oh, I brought everybody up with me, and now they're the person that's like on the crux of like of that shit when it comes to like slandering the Inland Empire and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that, you know, that there's notoriety now, but I feel like we're past that hump of like who's the first, because the first is already there.
Yeah.
And now we can just move on from that shit.
Yeah. Now I definitely think it's about like who's actually doing the shit, like for real, for real.
Yeah, that's why we shoot up people, bro.
Because you could tell like who's doing it like as like a serious like path, and then who's kind of just doing it like, oh, I see it's working for this person, so I want to try it out myself. But then they just come and go.
That's true.
It's happened a lot throughout the years for sure.
There's been times where I don't support the homie, like none of you guys, but like obviously I've supported all you guys, but like the homie that's like, oh, the homie from high school that's uploading something, and I don't support, and I'm just like, this was probably gonna give up in like 2 weeks or something. It's not worth my support. But I see now that that's wrong. Like I should fucking just put a comment, just so that maybe that comment keeps them pushing forward, you know?
Yeah. And sometimes I do give that support because like I'll just be in like a good mood, but also there are times where I'm just in my head, I'm just like, man, you guys didn't support when it truly like mattered most, because now you see the success, and it's easy to be like add into the 50 comments.
Dude, you know what's
now.
crazy to me? Like, so, you know, a bunch of like our high school homies or just people we've met over the years, like, and they see like and this is it's mainly I've seen it just with our music stuff, but like, it applies to Maple Alley too. Like, I don't talk to them in years. I don't ever see them like noticeably ever support or anything with posts or share or anything or hard like or anything, whatever. But I'll see them in person randomly, and then like, oh, what's up? How you been? Like, oh man, you're killing with that shit. And I'm like, you can't leave a comment though.
It makes the most sense.
You can't like the video.
Yeah,
it makes the most sense because our like IG stories always gets more views than what like your engagement looks like on your post.
Guess how many accounts it said that I interacted with. Like I had to interact
Interacted with you, or you interacted with them?
Like
no. Like
how many you reached?
How many I've reached.
And you're in it on
my IG.
Which one?
On Infinite Dreams.
Oh, okay.
909.
Like the like on
like
your
when you look
post.
at professional dashboard there. Guess how much?
What,
9K.
50?
40.
40K?
40K. I got to 40K. None of those reflect anywhere on my page.
Exactly,
but
bro.
It's like only a stat I know. I'm like, what good does that do to me? Tell these motherfuckers I engaged with 50K.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Tell them.
Yeah, man. And that's the part about support is like, if everyone that viewed your shit engaged with it, it would make such a fucking difference. And it's literally as simple as a like, a comment, anything.
Yeah.
And if you really truly want or enjoy to see your people that you maybe grew up with or whatever the case be, if you truly are happy to see them succeed, then you gotta put in your little engagement, you know. Because if you're not, and you just tell me that like when we're face to face, I truly just like, oh, thanks, bro. Like that's it. I don't really care.
Well, because that support is only literally given in that moment.
Yeah.
That's the only time it's ever been. And it's just because
like they also make it seem like they've been like supporting forever, and I'm like,
no,
you haven't though, or maybe you have, but I'm like, you don't show it on social media, and I don't expect you to. I don't expect anyone like to forcibly do anything. You do it because you want to, but it's just like it really does help out a lot.
That's why low-key nowadays at this age, I respect when I see someone that I know knows me, but we don't say nothing. I respect that now a lot more than I respect the fakeness of it.
You know who got pressed was I bleep this out. The homie
for real?
Yeah, he got pressed because I saw him at the gym in Rialto like I want to say like a year ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? And I was like, oh, what's up, bro? And he was like, you remember me? And at first I didn't, bro.
He's different, like, skinnier now.
Yeah. I was like, nah, not really. And he didn't have a unibrow all the way. And now he did. And I was like, oh, what's up? And I just pretend he's like, and I was like, oh shit, what's up? How you been? He was like, oh, like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, man, I'm just working out, you know? I was very, like, nonchalant about it, because it's cool. I just haven't seen that for in a long time, so I didn't really care. And I think it was Johnny. He was like, it was when we were going to go bowling, and I guess he had invited him,
Oh.
and that fool got pressed, and he was like, "Oh, I saw that fool at the gym, and he didn't look like he was happy to see me." And I'm like, he's like, Johnny was like, "Oh, well, he's just like that. He's just like that. Don't worry about it." And then he had told me about it. I'm like, "Oh, I don't really care for like."
Yeah, it's just like all this time you could have had to give that energy to want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Or something, you know. That's how I look
Yeah.
at it now, bro. It's like, if you never gave me that energy throughout these years, then I know like not to give that back. I'm not about to be the one that gives you all the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, they got pressed, and I just kind of laughed about it because that would have been something I would have been heard about
Back then. Huh?
back like when
Yeah.
maybe like
2018, 17.
yeah 20 I would say like around COVID-ish. I would have been heard about that, but then I was like, man, because I don't know. I guess arrogant to say. I'm like, but in my head I'm like, but I'm sure you're doing well for yourself and all that stuff, but I'm like, you don't live in my mind, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's no offense to you. It's just I just don't think about you no more.
Yeah.
So there's nothing against that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I respect people that treat it as such, you know?
Right. If I would have just seen that phone and I'm like, oh, I think that's so and so, you know, and I would have been like, cool, whatever, you know. But it's
Yeah.
like you tried to make it a moment. That was on you.
Yeah, and that's I have a lot of situations like that where I see someone I haven't seen in years, and they want to set up plans, but I don't want to because I don't have time for that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and I think you're blowing them off.
If you catch me in a moment where like I'm in a good mood, I got time, then yeah. But it's very fucking rare to come across.
Dude, remember that one time
Yeah.
I went to the gym at 24, and I don't say it, but so I went. One of the old homies from high school like pulled up. Like everyone goes to that fucking gym. So you're bound to see somebody, you know, but it was one of the homies. And obviously, I was cool with him in high school, you know, that was one of the boys. But, bro, it's been how long? Almost 8 years since we've been since high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's been like 8 years since I even seen him in person. Obviously, I know who you are, but I'm tired. You put me through a workout. Like, I have like brain farts, like the name's just not coming to me. And he's like, you remember his name immediately. And he's like, oh, you don't remember who I am anymore? I'm like, Dick, no, you caught me in the wrong time. Of course I remember you. But at the same time, don't expect that to be the automatic response, man.
Yeah.
And also, like your memory is like I don't know, like it's
it's
kind of like you don't remember me, and it's like, what if I don't, bro? Like,
yeah, like me personally,
really
I
don't remember you. Like
back then I used to take it to heart, but now I'm like, because like I see it from the other way of line, like if you don't remember me, but like that's okay, like, you know, there's no need to try to force it or try to like, oh hey, what's up, something. Nah, bro, if you don't remember, that's cool, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you try to be like, oh, like you actually do, and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, like he just pretended like him.
I'll be honest with you, I'm like, bro, honestly, I don't remember her name, or I'll be like, I don't, but I feel like I have. Can you remind me? Like it's
Yeah.
it just does. It's better than just beat around the bush and
And
just try to
sometimes
lie.
I would used to pretend like, oh yeah, I do remember you, but nowadays I don't. I'm straight up now. Like,
Yeah.
either you like it or you don't. You know, like I'm sorry if
Yeah.
you don't, because I don't ever want to come across as like a rude person or anything. So I'm gonna always do my best to like still keep keep it light on the convo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely think it's like a time in my life where, you know, I kind of could see already who's really with me and who's not.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if you aren't, it's not to say I'm like trying to push you away or like I don't give a fuck. There's always like, we got a whole life ahead of us where you have time to try to be genuine with me and like show that you care, show you want to support, and I'll give it back.
Yeah.
And there's some people who are on the same way. Like I'm that for them. Is like I do care about them, or I did care about them I did care about them at one point of our lives, and I feel bad that I kind of stopped. But I want to show that I'm, you know, I see you now, and I'm willing to put in that work to show that, you know, I support you in what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I guess it's, as the saying goes, it goes both ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but I'm not gonna lie, there are some times where I'm like, damn, I thought we were cool because I did see you supporting me like heavy, and then like I see that they don't even follow me anymore.
Oh, I've come across that myself.
Yeah, I was like, damn, all right, for sure.
But you know what though? That's also on me too, because I've interacted with hella pages to the point where they'll pop up spontaneously.
Yeah.
But I don't follow them. Where the point where I think I'm following them.
I used to
Or
get
you have multiple accounts, so you follow them on one and not the
Yeah.
other. That happens to me on Wolf Logic and the personal so much. I'm just like, oh shit,
I, don't know,
I don't even
I used to take it to heart when people like us just
You're
didn't-
requested, my boy.
No, just didn't follow, just to stop following me, because like I like one day, so I was like, I looked, I'm like, oh shit, they're not following me anymore. I'm like, damn. But now I'm like, I don't care, like it's
Yeah.
whatever.
So I
I'm
don't
still
know.
petty. I am followed too.
Oh, of course, immediately. I'm
Oh yeah,
back.
bro. If you don't follow me, I'm not gonna follow you back. Especially if
Yeah.
you're not active like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point? Just so like every now and then I can come and check, you know, type shit. Like
Nah, fuck all that.
nah. But yeah, I don't know. I think we've ran a good time, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
is
so.
the camera still on? So we haven't decided what the name is gonna be for this. Gazelle's not here right now, so I think it's only
Yeah.
proper that we just kind of wait until we name this. But let us know down in the comments maybe some ideas that you guys have for
Yeah.
either topics or, you know, what we should name this shit, honestly.
Yeah, because we do have a couple of like pretty good ideas, but definitely want Jonathan involved for the name because he's not here. He's sicky
Yeah.
Mickey. And then we also want to hear from you guys. Maybe you guys have some cool options that we couldn't even think of.
Do you guys even like this location? Do you think it's like cool? Do you like, you know, be honest with us. If you think it's ass, well, let us know so we can do it somewhere else.
Because we're trying to keep it as raw as possible, but also like give you guys enough good quality of audio and visual, because we do care about that. But
Yeah.
we want to bring you guys to where, you know, we essentially did, you know, we did this but without the cameras. So
All right, this is my guys.
if you guys need this on podcast format, let us know. But for now, I think we'll just keep this on YouTube, see how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's good.
thank you guys for watching so much. We will see you guys next week, and we love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Fill me up.